Saying, man, we got a special guest here today, man. Shout out to Pvlace for last minute being down to jump on the show and do a live Q&A with you guys. So I'm sure he's got plenty of gems. It's been over a year since we tapped in with him on the first podcast. We've been talking back and forth for a while now about doing a part 2 in person. So as soon as he comes back to the States, man, we're gonna link up with him, whether it's in LA or if he's out here, wherever it is, man. We'll definitely link up for that part 2. So more gems on the way from Pvlace, but about to get him on the show now real quick, like I was saying, but you guys couldn't hear me. If you didn't already, go download the free Utopia sample pack, link in the description. 100% free, super fire, royalty free samples too. Shout out to TB Digital, he went stupid crazy on it. But yeah, man, let's go ahead, let's bring Pvlace in, man. You guys ready for Pvlace? Appreciate you guys getting through the technical difficulties here on the morning show.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, bro. Can you guys hear Pvlace? Sure, what's going on, man? Long time no see, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Pretty sad about the situation with coronavirus and shit.
Yeah.
Because the problem is that I really wanted to go to LA, link up with Southside and stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty sad,
Other than that, though, how you been doing, man? I see you got, shout out to the Racks Too Skinny record, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm super great, A lot of placements coming, a lot of placements came out, and I'm just just sitting around.
No, definitely. And man, I heard about that whole thing with the cops and the CBD and all that stuff. That's crazy, bro.
That was crazy. They locked me up for 8 hours or something, and they took all the hard drives. And there's actually a big problem right now. So basically, there's this one song on the Future album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Southside wanted to hear the files, because he was pretty unsure, because he made it 2 years ago. We made it 2.5 years ago. And I couldn't access the hard drive because the police took it,
And you still haven't gotten it back?
I didn't got it back. So in Germany, it's like this. When they raid your house, as long as the thing goes on, they don't give your shit back,
Damn, but I thought, but obviously you don't got a weed charge or nothing. It's only for the knife or whatever.
I got weed charges till they analyze the weed and see it's just CBD,
They still haven't.
Yeah, they still have it, bro. I needed to buy everything new, all my laptops gone, all the hard drives gone, and yeah.
Wow, that's some bullshit, bro.
Bro, that's Germany, bro.
That's crazy as fuck, bro. I can't even imagine going through that shit over some damn CBD. That's crazy, bro. You were having them pounds of CBD though. You said you had 5 pounds or some shit though.
Yeah, I got 3 pounds. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've been on the CBD wave though. I fuck with it, because I quit smoking regular weed, so I fuck with the CBD though.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. It's when I was younger, I just smoked normal weed, for years, man. But after I got a driver's license, I was I didn't smoke anymore, and now I tried it a year ago or something, and I fucking almost puked after taking 2 hits.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I can't smoke it anymore.
It's just crazy.
I can't.
But yeah, man, we had Brock on the episode, man. He was talking a lot about your grind and stuff like that. I know you got Pvlace IO on the way. Is it already out or is it still on the way?
No, it's on the way. It's on the way. So basically, what I'm waiting right now for the splice kit to drop with me and Southside, and then after it drops, I'm gonna take it 1 or 2 months, so the sales going up on splice, and then I'm gonna make their own website,
Dope. I heard you talk about it's gonna be a subscription service where you get basically all your old loops plus new loops every month. This sounds dope. Competing with Splice. Facts. But yeah, man. Another thing too, which we talked about in the Brock episode, a thing that caught me in one of your videos. You were talking about, how you link up with these engineers, these world class engineers like rock engineers and orchestra engineers, and you ask them questions about mixing and mastering. You're really on your grind. You're obsessed about getting better and better at samples. You haven't reached a level where you're like, man, I'm good enough now. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Can you tell the people how important that is, man, to be obsessed with getting better and better?
I don't know. I really never thought about it. It's just this is just how my mind works. My mind creates always problems, and I need a solution for it. And I know I will not get it from anybody else. So I always look for really all the engineers who always orchestra who always mix and master like orchestra music, you know.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are having like sessions on like Skype or like Discord, and yeah, and I do it like every 2 weeks, you know. Every 2 weeks I always learn something. I don't do it so regularly because sometimes you just need like when you get new information, you know, you just need to like first like put it in work, you know, and then see if it works or not, and then you can try it again and call them, you know what I mean? But first you always needed to like do it and in practice it, you know.
100%, man. But yeah, like I was saying, I think the key word is just, you know, being obsessed with getting better and being, you know, the greatest you could be.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, if you're not obsessed with like making music, I don't know if this is the right thing, you know, for you here. Because
100%.
like, bro, if I didn't have music, I really didn't know what to do in my life, you know.
Nah, for real, that's what I'm saying.
Like there's nothing that makes me more happier and like, you know, makes me more enjoy my life than like I wake up in the morning, immediately jump on the PC. I almost didn't eat. Like I forget like 50% of the time. Like I always forget to eat something because I do so much music, you know.
Right. Now, remind me, did you ever have a job?
Oh yeah. I had a job. I was an insurance broker.
Cause I know a lot of people, you know, are probably watching this and they're like, well, okay, yeah, it's easy if you're doing this shit full time. It's easy, but was this obsession and this like nonstop wanting to work on it? Was that also how you were when you had a job?
Oh, so basically, because like I was an insurance broker, I had like a room, you know. So nobody came in there. I just needed to do my job. So I always had my laptop pulled up and like clicked in melodies because I couldn't bring a MIDI keyboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always clicked in like MIDIs, made some melodies and stuff, and yeah, I always did it in work. When I went to work, I tried really hard to like finish everything in like 3 hours, so I can like always make like samples. You know what I mean?
Definitely working while you're working. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, let's. I promised the people we do a live Q&A, so let's give them what they want. Let's bring a couple people in here, man.
Yeah, let's go.
And answer some questions here. Appreciate your time this morning, bro. So first up, we got where's he at? Giuliano De Niro. Make sure when you guys join, you're connecting that audio and muting the stream in the back so we don't hear the double audio. Giuliano, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the morning show, bro. Yo. All right, we're just going to keep it moving.
All right, give me a second.
Adam, what's going on, bro? Make sure you connect that audio. It's always a little awkward downtime with these Zooms, man. I know it's... There we go, man. Oh, I thought he was connecting. You know what? I'm going to just add a couple more people in, whoever, so it gives people time to get their audio connected, man. Connect that audio, man. It's easier if you're on your computer, too. If you're doing it from your phone, it can be a little confusing, but if you're on the computer,
I'm using
man.
the phone too. I didn't find my headphones, so whatever.
Yo.
Hello?
Eugene?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? You guys can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, bro.
Yes.
Welcome to the morning show, man.
Dope. Thanks, man. Dylan, this is the first time. It's What's the Vibe? I'm always texting you about the collab, remember?
Okay, bet it up.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I have a question, Palace.
Yes.
You guys tweeted out that you were looking for people to sign. I just filled in the form and the Dropbox links, but it hasn't been open yet. Are you still going to check those links?
Well, you don't even know how many people submitted music.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. It's probably a lot.
So, don't even be mad if it wouldn't be open in like 2 months from now. Even it's gonna take a long time.
But the link expires in 7 days. But whatever, man.
The WeTransfer? You put a WeTransfer in there?
No, it's a Dropbox.
Your Dropbox never expires.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it said. Like put a Dropbox link. But maybe I can try it again.
Yeah, try it again because put it in Dropbox because no WeTransfer because we will never finish it in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You know, it's gonna.
Yeah.
I really think to go through every submission, it's gonna take half a year.
Yeah, you guys got like 10,000 submissions or something like that, right?
Yeah, and it's
Wow.
and like so many submissions are like some people did it like twice, and that's one of the big problems too.
Okay, I get that. Then I have one other question. When you listen to samples of other people, for example, I have a friend, he's sick with it. I'm not gonna say he's like you, but this guy is really amazing. He's been doing it for 10 years. He should have been on top already. When you listen to those samples or beats, what are you looking for? If someone sounds exactly like you, is that enough? Like, obviously, we're not chasing to sound like you, but what is it that you guys are looking for?
So, what I'm really impressed when I listen to something is like the mixing and how you did it with the instrument. What is the instrument placing in the room, and how you work with reverb? How interesting is it? How easy is it? Like for me, it's like number one, it needs to be super easy, super simple to put drums on it, and so somebody can jump on it, rap on it. Number two is like how you mix it, how good are you at mixing, and number three is just like how unique are those sounds, because like we have 2020, you can't just throw some Omnisphere on it,
Yeah. Okay.
I heard you say you're not even fucking with Omnisphere no more. You moved on.
Bro, there's only one preset why I jump into the Omnisphere, and it's only for bass lines. It's for the crackle bass.
Yeah, bass is hard.
It's just for the crackle bass presets. That's the only thing I use from Omnisphere. I don't use anything anymore.
Bet it up. All right, though, Eugene, man. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Let's go, man. Eddie Villa, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's good?
Welcome to the morning show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. Shouts to Palace. My question is actually for you, Dylan. I want to ask you, Dylan, what books you recommend, because I started reading like a bunch of the books you mentioned, and like I feel like my financial game has already like stepped up so much.
Dope. Which one did you read? The Science of Getting Rich?
Yeah. That's
my all-time favorite, bro. I definitely love Science of Getting Rich. Some of my other favorite, obviously, you got to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. E-Myth is a big one, man, because E-Myth is one that I read this year, but I wish I had read it like 5 years ago. It's just about like organizing the structure of your business. Like you see, I keep this by me. It made me create this structural organization, like kind of like gives me like a blueprint of how I want to build my business. Other ones, man. What's another good one, man? Man, there's so many of them.
The E-Myth one is the E-Myth Revised.
Yeah, the E-Myth Revised. .com Secrets is cool, man. If you want to get into like online marketing, those are great ones to get started. What about you, Palace? You read it all?
Yeah. Like my all-time favorite is probably The Alchemist.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And other than that, I don't know, because in Germany they have like other book names, They don't use the international book names, so I don't know. And like, I really don't read. I only listen to audiobooks, because like when I read, it takes so long, And when I have an audiobook, when I drive somewhere, when I have like a business a thing or something going on, so I always drive like 2 hours, So I always can listen to one book. And what I do is, because when you listen to a book, you always need to listen to it twice to really, to really like having it like you read it, Because when you read it, you get everything, but when you hear it, you need like 2 times, like you need to hear it twice.
No,
yeah,
definitely.
I actually lied. I haven't read any books. I've been listening to the audiobooks.
Yeah. No, I definitely recommend audiobooks. Another thing for me, man, I sometimes I'll get into a groove where I'm kind of doing more reading and more learning than anything else, and I'm not really working as much. And I definitely, that's a trap I've talked to a lot of people. It's definitely a trap you can fall into, because it feels good to learn and stuff like that. And then you're kind of like, I'll get to implementing the stuff that they're talking about in this book. But really, man, it should be 90% work and 10%, reading and absorbing content like that.
Yeah, all right.
For me, it's like 30-70. 30% is like learning with like mastering people, mixing people, reading books, and like 70% is like working in the studio,
No.
Because like if you have the knowledge, you work faster. You know what I mean? So basically, you like save time while getting like wisdom and shit. So this is like the key, I think. Because like through those people that I made like the who gave me the tutorials and stuff, where I learned from the engineers, I saved so much time on samples. I do like one sample in like 15 to half an hour, you know.
Sick.
Set it up.
One more question. So you're dropping your own like website or like subscription website?
So basically, my thought about it was like this. So when I dropped a new kit, I always saw the same people buying it. You know, there's like customers coming back and stuff. And I was like, yo, those people are paying $20 like every month, like 2 times, you know, because I'm dropping like 2 kits a month. And I was like, yo, let me make it like $20 a month, and like people get access to everything, you know.
Cool.
Because like back then I really relied on the sell-fi money. Now I'm living like a pretty good life, you know. And I was like, all right, give it for $20 and you can have everything, you know. This was my thought about it.
Dope. What would you give some advice to people that are looking to start selling sample packs and stuff online?
I don't know, because like when I started, the market wasn't that full, you know. So I established a name. I don't really know how I would do it now in those times. Like 30% of the producers have a sell-fi now and selling kits, so it's pretty hard. I don't know. Like, I think like placements, you know, when you have placements, you get like clout from it, and this is like the best way to sell it. When people know you, you know what I mean? How the fuck should they come on your sell-fi if they don't know you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's getting harder and harder, and I think like if you have placements or something, it makes it super easy to sell something. And the thing is, you need to be consistent. You can't just because you multi-platinum producers just put shit out, you know? Those people don't have money, and if they pay $20, it's a lot for them, you know? So you need to have 20, so you need to have like a good quality. I always think, will I buy this if I will be broke? You know what I mean? This is always my thought when I finish a kit. Is it worth it, like the $20? Because $20, like for a lot of people, is a lot of money, you know? And this is always my first thought, is like, is it worth it, the $20 for those people or not, you know? If it's not worth it, I'm gonna keep going and like make it a higher quality, add more sounds, and this is how I always do it. And this is how I did it for 2 years.
Bet it up, man. Hey, we appreciate you tapping in, Eddie.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Christian, what's going on, man?
What's good, bro? Chris making beats. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Amazing, man.
I'm blessed, bro. What's up, my German brother?
Just chilling, you know. Sunny day today.
Hey, now that we're on the topic of books, I want to share a book that I got. I actually got the recommendation from P. Diddy from Puff on his Instagram. Really good book. Look, Principles.
Yes,
Principles.
sir. Christian, what's going on, man?
Screenshot those.
Good, bro. Principles by Ray, like a billionaire mentor of his.
What's it called? Principle. My bad. I was muting the other
good.
people.
Principles by Ray Dalio. He's a billionaire mentor of P. Diddy.
That's crazy.
What's the best thing you learned from that book?
It basically learns how to like strategize. It's mainly about strategizing. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I've read it all already, which I haven't. But so far what I've read have been really good gems. But onto the questions. I have 2 quick questions. So for Palace, what was the breakthrough thing that helped you like realize you're different, you know, like with your melodies? What was it that like from all your first melodies, like you heard that one melody that you're like, fuck, bro, like this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's that
so basically I just did melodies because I sucked at drums. And then like, I don't know how it happened. I saw an email on Twitter from Big Head, you know? And I sent him those samples, and he's like, yo, those are fucking crazy. And I'm like, I just did it, you know, in my free time, not even thinking about placements. I just made it because I had fun, you know. And after like Big Head told me, yo, those are really crazy, and he gave me his number. He was like, yo, let me sign you. I was like, yo, what the fuck, you know? For me, it was like just melodies that I did. And yeah, then I realized, oh, maybe it's really unique, you know, because I really didn't know that it was so unique, you know, because like I didn't heard a lot of trap music, but I liked doing it, so it was pretty weird. And yeah, so after I sent it to Big Head, I started like contacting like Wheezy and stuff, and they all used my stuff, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, you know what I mean?
We're getting
and then I realized
Mafia?
what?
This is before getting signed to 808 Mafia?
Yeah, this is before getting signed to 808 Mafia. And then I realized, oh, people like it, you know? So I continued doing it, and yeah, then everything happened, you know? Because I really didn't push so much like placements. I wasn't like on that wave, you know? I had my life. I was like insurance broker, you know, having fun. And then like after I realized a lot of people fuck with it, I was like, all right, fuck it. I quitted my job and went to like music school.
That's crazy, bro. I'm happy you pursued that because obviously it turned out great. One more question.
Yeah.
You don't have to give out a specific plug-in gem, but when it comes to melodies, bro, what is the number one thing that's like important to making a good melody? Like a
good melody?
Like what part of
this is something I just realized like half a year ago when it really started, like where I got a lot of placements. It was just like make it. You don't need to like it. Don't like your own melodies. It just needs to be easy and unique. I really don't. The melodies that I place, I personally like. I'm like, yo, this is a joke, you know. I could write the orchestra thing, you know, but like I just did like 2 chords, those bells, detune the bells, went into the studio, put some analog gear on it, compressed it, you know. And I'm like, I'm not proud of it, you know what? But it works.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like your own melodies, like. Just make it simple. Just make, you know, and what I always do is like, I have it like a drum pattern finished, I loop. I made like some drum loops and I just put it in and like play an 808 and see if it works.
That's smart. I always thought about doing that, but I never got around doing it. I've seen
Do
that
it.
technique. Very smart. It's just like work. It's like making your work efficient, right? Essentially.
Bro, it's just like nowadays, it's sad to say, but like it's quantity over quality. You know what I mean? It's sad, but like the music industry is so fast, so you need to push out a lot a day and like just send it, you know? Just send it, don't think about it. Because the longer you hear your own samples, you're probably gonna put them in the like, you know, just want to trash them, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, fuck it. I don't like it, but I just send it out. And it works always. Always the melodies that I'll say, yo, it's so fucking cheap and easy. It always works.
So just stick to like simple
stuff, but like try to make it like unique with like effects and stuff. Because like, I don't really think like that music theory is so important in trap music. Because a lot of times it's just like 1 chord or like 2 chord progressions. When it comes like to R&B stuff, you need to learn music theory. But like there's so many plugins like Easy Keys and like Codify and stuff. Bro, it's super easy.
What
nowadays,
about bouncing the melodies?
How I bounce the melodies?
No, like what about like, you know, like any tips on like getting bounce or rhythm in your melodies?
Okay.
Yeah, so rhythm in your melody, if you have a chord, just drum it, you know, like dun, 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 you know what I mean? And you got movement. Like, I don't know, sometimes you can make a sample and like the drums are already like, you know, if somebody hears it, he already knows the drums. This is like the best way to create samples. Make it super easy. Make it super easy for the producer and make it super easy for the rapper. If you have all those 3 things, you get a placement.
Do you ever build melodies, like take one of those drum loops and build a melody while listening to the drum loop, or never like that?
Again, I didn't understand.
See, you mentioned how you have like these drum loops that you use to test the melodies to see if they're right. Do you ever make the melody like behind the drum loop, like play the drum loop and play the melody while the drum loop's playing?
Bro, I don't get it. I just have a melody, put the drum loop on there, and always hear it like this.
No, I'm saying you ever put the drum loop in first and then make the melody with the drum loop?
No.
Okay. Cool, man.
But like I started. Sometimes I put the drum loop even in if only the chords are finished, you know, and the melody, like the top line isn't even finished. I just make a chord, then put the drum loop in there, and then like you can start, you know.
Because it gets bouncing, right? And that's where you get the bounce for the melody and stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's how I do it.
All right, cool. Christian, man. Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
See you guys. Thanks for letting me pick at your brain.
Yes, sir. Jrred, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
You got here.
Welcome to the morning show, man.
Hi. Yeah, I'm from Argentina.
Okay, dope. Shout out to Argentina.
Crazy.
I'm a new like producer, like kind of, and I was asking like which advice you will give me to, like to search for placements and that stuff like work. Yeah, really. Like
All right.
so beats
So,
like from other country like
all right.
smaller.
So your goal is, what is your goal? Is your goal making money with music, or is your goal
No,
getting placements?
not really. Like I would like a balance of two.
A balance of two. All right.
Yeah.
So fuck placements.
Yeah.
Don't do placements.
Okay.
Bro, there's so much stuff you can do in music, and all the people are just like placements. Bro, you can score a Netflix show. You can score a Netflix show in Argentina. You can score a video game. You can, bro, beats are everywhere in like fighting games everywhere. Fuck placements, trust me. You can make a lot of more money if you don't go into like, oh, I fucking need a future placement, man. I really need it. No, bro, you can just, for an indie company, make a beat, the indie company, the game blows up, you're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
stop chasing placements, because there's so many ways to make money out of music with beats, like so many ways. And like, I hate when people are restricted just like one path. There's only one path, and all the people want to go in one path. You know what I mean? Only placement. Yeah. Trust me, I made in the first year, I made more money with Southside than placements.
And what advice like for searching that stuff, like selling that music?
Bro, opportunities.
Kind of
Opportunities can be anywhere. You can walk on the street and you see a guy with a camera, and he's like recording maybe like a series in Argentina or something. Then you hit him up like, yo, what are you like? What are you doing? Like, what movie is it? What are you shooting? And you just get in contact with them. Or like you have like a friend who raps in Argentina. You go to him and make him beats. Like people don't understand it. It's like you need to climb up, and people just want to take the elevator to Drake and like have a Drake placement. This isn't how it works, Like, this isn't how it works, and like people don't realize it. They're just like, they're at zero, and they want like Drake placement.
Yeah.
But like, you need to work with the guys in your city. You need to hit up like maybe this, like maybe people make a documentary, submit beats. You know what I mean? You go up, And people always want like the elevator, the short thing, And I hope like some people realize that it doesn't work like this.
No, you definitely got to put in that work. And then another thing too, just something I picked up from people. People have said like, yo, I watch it at the end of movies when the credits play. I see who is in charge of the music and stuff like that. And then I'll go and search them up and try to find them on like LinkedIn or Facebook or Google.
Bro, that's a gem right there. I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's true.
IMDb.com is like, you can look up any movie and they show you every person that played a role in that movie, whether they were like the light man, they were the assistant, whatever. They all get their credit on that website. So, just go look up those people's names.
Yeah.
Appreciate you though, Jrred.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Chrizzy, what's going on, bro? Hold on. Make sure, can you unmute yourself, Chrizzy? It's not letting me unmute you for some reason.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the morning show.
Turn me up, Chrizzy checking in. How you doing, Dylan?
Doing good, man. Welcome back to the show. I know this ain't your first time.
You. Palace, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm amazing, man.
Hey, man, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Palace, I just had a question. I know you doing your thing and done your thing in the U.S., but I was asking, how's the music scene in Germany? Like, do you work with any artists out there, or would you say most of it would be more in U.S. based, or?
So, all right. So, there's one thing that people need to realize. So, it's my job, and I have a lifestyle that I want to continue, and I want to grow it.
Yeah.
If I put 10 hours into making beats for Future and 10 hours into making beats for like a guy here in Germany that is very popular, what gets you further?
I'll say
My-
future.
Yeah, in my position, yeah. Like
Yeah.
in the beginning, you should do the German thing because you can't go to future immediately, you know.
Oh, I see what you mean.
This is the thing that I do, you know. I don't work with German artists. I really don't like the culture behind it. Like, it's very like, you know, I don't know. I really don't like. I never fuck with it, you know. And like,
Yeah.
it's my least favorite like genre, like German trap music. It's like it's a copy, you know. It's just like a copycat. I hear things that like are made like 2 years ago, like in America, and then they jumped on it in Germany, you know.
Word.
And like, I don't really like it, and like the payment is like 1/10 what I would get in America, you know.
I see what you mean. Yeah, cause like I said, I had yesterday I said I had a YouTube channel that I post beats on, and I have artists from Canada that reach out to me, and you know, we starting to build a little artist producer relationship. But I know
That
that's
is
not,
amazing.
yeah, that's not in the US though. So I was just trying to see how does I guess this around the world music scene. I don't know how to correctly say it. I guess I was just trying to see how the music scene, I guess, is in a different country. I guess how it works. I guess just because I have artists tapping in with me from that's not in United States, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's super cool, you know. I'm just saying for my personal, because I'm already established myself, so it does make sense to go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like for people that like don't have the relationship to like a Young Thug or like Future, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's super important to work with everybody, bro. We are blessed to live in this time, bro. You need to realize that. I'm having a fucking phone in my hand, and I can reach the whole world with it. You know
Anyone
what I
in
mean?
the world.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
It's
real.
like it's
That's
bro.
real.
If you don't see it as like the biggest tool in your life, and just see it as like, oh, I'm going on Instagram, getting those fat ass bitches, DMing them, bro. You're living the wrong life. You know what I mean?
Big
Yeah.
jam,
Bro.
big jam.
Because this thing is a magical tool, man, that I can speak with all of you, and you're like half a world away. Like, if this isn't magic, then I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean, man. Yeah, it's dope how we can just be in different areas, man, and still be in contact and be able to have this kind of dialogue right now. You know what I mean?
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
We got another goat tapping into the stream, man. Gunboi, what's good, bro?
Okay. What's up, Gunboi?
Yo, what's good, man? I just came through to take a fat rip for Palace.
Let's get it.
Take a fat rip for the homie. All right.
Let's get it. Right on the morning show, you dig?
Yeah, what's up, CEO Dylan? Yeah,
good,
your
bro?
morning show popping off, dude. I see you out here.
I
You got
appreciate
Brock,
it, bro.
You got Brock too the other day.
Yeah, that was lit, man. Brock dropped a lot of gems.
I know, man. I see you on the block popping off. Okay. Yeah, I tried to stop by. I was like, well, I checked on Instagram and I was like, what the fuck? Because Pal just hit me up. He was like, yo, I'm about to come over. And so I checked my phone and then it was like, what the fuck? He's on an interview.
That's lit, though. Hey, man, I see you've been going crazy on the live stream, and, you know, congrats on the Racks Too Skinny and all that shit, too, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks to Palace. You know what I mean? He's a good businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he was talking about earlier is real shit. Like, you know, he was one of the first people, because I kind of saw the whole shit being here in Germany. You know what I'm saying? It was like him, this other dude, Electo, and like some other, like, they were like the main people producing, and he was like the first guy really pushing out these kits. You know what I'm saying? And like building a business that way. And like, he was one of the first people to really break it down to other producers that like, yo, like, listen, if you get a big song, let's say you get the biggest shit. Like, let's say it really does happen. Let's say you fucking, you know, you send the email from some Russian guy and you get the fucking Drake placement. Let's say that happens, okay? Let's say it doesn't happen, but let's say it does happen, okay? You go from 0 to 100, you get the Drake placement, you're big now, you know what I'm saying? Your lawyers hit you up. Let's say the business is perfect. You get like 5K, 6K, you know what I mean, from your melody or the beat for that beat or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if the business is fucking perfect, all right, it'll probably take you like 7 months to get paid that 6 racks. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you put that in perspective, you're making like around a rack a month, you know what I'm saying, off that Drake placement, you know what I'm saying? So like, people got to really understand that shit, like, you're not gonna you can't live off placements. You can't live off placements at first. It doesn't work, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. How do you feel about selling beats online?
I think selling beats online is also kind of like, oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? Like you got dudes out here selling like 32 beats for $5. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. Like, people going wild right now trying to like flip beats. And then like, you know, the YouTube game is kind of oversaturated. That shit kind of blew up. Like in my perspective, like the last frontier was sample making, and that's oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the game is changing in a sense where now, like now you have to be very, very good. You know what I'm saying? Now, like the divide has come now where it's like, yo, everybody's making beats, everybody's making sample. There's nobody has like a niche that is making them special. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Pals was making samples, that shit, that D-Tune Bell shit was his shit. You know what I'm saying? That was his shit. Now everybody's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? And like now, you know, I go on Instagram, I got like 1 million people trying to send me samples, even though they know I make samples. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you would never send samples to somebody who makes samples. You know what I'm saying? But now people are doing that because like it's just so oversaturated. It's like, yo, let me just send shit to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, the people who learn how to collaborate best who are going to succeed. And I think collaboration is always going to be like the next, you know, the next frontier. I think, you know, I think you're going to see more kids also getting into mixing. I think you're going to see people like start looking away from beats and shit like that and start realizing, because I think those people who want to get placements and shit, I feel like they want to get in the room. They want to get closer. And I think the answer to a lot of those people is to become an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like the answer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the truth of the matter is like, you know, like Palace is a fucking, he's OCD autistic about sound design. You know what I'm saying? I'm OCD autistic about fucking chords and jazz piano. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. If that's not you, like it's hard to make samples if, you know, if you don't have music theory knowledge, or if you can't hire pianists or like session musicians to work with you and shit like that. It's hard to do the output of work to actually be successful in it, you know what I'm saying? But if you're an engineer, then you have a core system of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that can get you in the room all the time, whether you're with producers or rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're like a tool.
I think that's what people want. They want to be in the room with Future, you know what I'm saying? You want to be with the room with Future, the easiest, dude, Future doesn't need your beats. Future probably doesn't want your beats, and Future probably doesn't want to be your friend, bro. But if you could engineer, bro, Future will let you sit in the chair with him. You know what I'm saying?
Or cameraman, if you're a cameraman too. You know?
Cameraman. I mean, cameraman. Nah, the truth of the matter is they probably have their guys too. You know what I'm saying? The thing with the engineer is if they're in the studio, they will find any bum from the block who can engineer, bro.
As long as they're quick.
It's quick, yes. If they need an engineer, bro, they'll get any fucking bum from the block, bro, who can fucking mix some shit, bro. I know because I saw some trash engineers in LA, bro, who had worked with Future. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Straight facts. I've seen some trash engineers in LA who have worked with all the like Future and shit like that. And I was like, yo, these niggas is trash, bro.
Because they were available, they were ready.
Yeah, but they were there and they were in because you know why? They weren't the dude going around being like, yo, Future, check my beats, blah, blah, blah. Nah, they were there like, yo, I can mix this. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's fucking true. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. True. And usually the engineers are producers too, bro, but they just like wait their turn. You know what I'm saying? Those are usually the people who are the smartest, honestly. They learn how to produce. Through producing, they learned how to mix. You know what I'm saying? Through mixing, they got in the door. And then they shut the fuck up because they know nobody gives a fuck about their music yet. And they just do their job. And then when the time comes, you know what I'm saying? When the time comes, one day, you know what I mean? Palace told me a story about how he was in the studio and one day, like, he was just chilling there and he asked the engineer to make a beat with him and how the engineer was so happy because nobody ever asked him to make a beat with them. You know what I'm saying? Those times come and then you said someone rapped on it, right? Like someone got a rap on it. Yeah, exactly. That time.
And the engineer got it placed?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, who knows if it got placed, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works, you know what I'm saying? That's how it works. And I think like
real organic relationships, being a real person.
Yeah, being a real person, learning skills and like and just my own prediction for the business. I think for a lot of kids, like just, you know, I think engineering and learning how to mix is the next frontier for people who want to get into the industry. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I feel like, you know, just learn to engineer, learn to mix.
While I got you guys here, man, what's your predictions like, or you know, where you guys taking the melodies? How you feel about like virtual melodies? What's next with the melody game?
I don't think anyone's gonna buy $2,000 reverbs like Palace is anytime soon. You know what I mean? So I feel like the next frontier is always gonna be like, all right, first off, damn, how many people are watching this? I don't even know if I want to say this. I don't even know if I want to say this.
How many people are here?
I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it because I want to be the prophet of this shit. Kicks are dead. Kicks are dead in trap. Kicks are dead in trap music. All right, wake up.
Straight 808s.
Straight 808. Kicks are dead. That's my prophecy. Other than that, simple melodies like what Palace was saying. You know what I'm saying? Simple. It's what a lot on sound design. Like you can take 2 chords and just fuck them up and get it placed. You know what I mean? And also be in the room. Being in the room is the best way to get placed. To be honest, like the whole internet shit, the whole sample sending shit is going. It's on its downturn. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who are established. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to those people. They want those people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to like start like, you know, developing new skills and finding ways in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean?
Take that rip, man. Take that bong rip.
Oh yeah. Rip for Palace, Emperor. Yeah,
bro, I gotta come over in like half an hour, bro.
All right, boy. Yeah, bong rip for Producergrind. Let's get
yes,
it.
sir.
All right.
All right, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, bro.
Having me. By the way, wait. Dylan, Dylan, come be a guest on the Gunboi show.
Man, let's get it. I'm down.
Let's get the Dylan interview, bro.
Let's get it, bro.
Yeah, dude. All right. Look, I'm a DM you on Instagram. So check that shit. Let's get the Gunboi interview because you probably have a crazy story, dude. You're one like you're the content creator of like the future of the producer community, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, real shit. Like you're part of the future of this shit. Like production and engineering and like the background of music is growing so much. And you're kind of in the forefront of that right now, man. So it'd be cool to get an interview, bro.
Say less. Let's get it, bro.
All right. Y'all see you, Palace. That's bonger.
All right, Gunboi. Shoot, man. Dylan, appreciate you letting me come up here. You feel me?
Already, bro. Appreciate you tapping in,
man. Hold it down, man. I'll be in contact.
Peace out, bro.
Last thing, guys. Twitch TV, Gunboi 111. Check it out, guys. We stream every day. Daily
you've been going crazy.
Dylan's gonna come through and be a guest one day, very soon. We're gonna get that in there. So yeah, quick advertising. Love you guys. Peace. All right, back to your interview. Sorry, man.
Tone, what's going on, bro? You got a question, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You've been patient, man. What's going on with?
What's up, Dylan, bro? First off, I appreciate you looked out for me a couple of times on Instagram. You showed me some love to go on the website. You my nigga, bro. I fuck with you, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
So I wanted to do some quick things, just real quick. Shout out Coffee Gang.
You did.
I already, I got the tumbler and shit. I'm waiting on the mugs, you know what I'm saying? Another thing is, yesterday's episode, I picked up Trafficking Secrets. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. I was looking for the audio book, but I couldn't find it for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's after you buy it. After you buy it, then the next step is they ask you if you want to buy the audio book too or something like that.
Do they upsell you on Amazon or you have to go on?
Oh, nah, yeah, you got to go on his website for it. Yeah.
Dog, if I would have known, but it's the way my phone is set up.
Yeah, he makes you go through the funnel.
Nah, it's all good. I'll cop the audiobook too because I like, listening to podcasts and shit. That makes more sense for me. Secondly, before I ask Palace's questions, I wanted to speak on something Gunboi said. I don't know what he's talking about as far as kick drums. I think that's kind of maybe just his own observation, but I think the kick definitely is not dead. I don't know if that's what he said. I thought I heard him say that, just 808s. I don't believe that, but whatever. It's not a debate show. But secondly, I don't think the internet is dead, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've been following Ant, like I listened to the. Thank you for getting Ant Chamberlain back on there.
Yeah,
because that nigga helped me to look at things from a different perspective. Like I went back into my YouTube and I was looking at some beats that I put up under Ben Hunter Izzy like last year.
Okay, yeah.
Things changed in my life and I had to like get off. And I looked and I didn't pay for no ads. I didn't pay for anything. and them shits went up to like 5K each video, and I didn't pay for no ads in that.
Did you have a link to your beat store on them?
I had a link to my beat store and everything, and I had done all the tags because I was following stuff from what you guys were, like from guests that you guys had, and I was also listening to DJ Payne and whatnot. But anyway, long story short, because I don't want to take up too much time, Ant Chamberlain helped me to revisit that. So I went back to my YouTube channel and that. But before I put up beats, I started looking at artists because I'm on Instagram every day, and I'm looking at artists that are coming up. I'm looking at the Chef G's and thinking about people that I know are gonna blow up in the future. I don't want to give any sauce away because I got my own little algorithms that I'm working, and it helped me to upload beats, and it helped me to actually look and see the engagements. You understand what I'm saying? Of certain type beats. So I definitely think that I think Ant is on to something. I just think the issue is that everybody wants to be Cash Money AP when they upload beats. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Ant, he's got a nice, steady stream of streams, and I see what he's saying. Like, yo, you don't gotta go crazy because everybody's gonna reach the top and then plateau and then like even out.
I think it's about what you said about finding those lanes. Like I'm sure you upload Izzy beats like before there was a lot and before his numbers really started to jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I would say, just and not to go long-winded onto that, what I would say for the chat gang, plus also there's 761 people watching, 210 likes. Hit that fucking like button, bro.
Oh yeah, smash that like button. You did.
Hit that like button. I'm always on there. I can't be a mod, but I'm always in there modding it up freehand, But anyway, what I would say is to the people that's still trying to upload beats, and when I'm learning, I'm very, very new. I only got 41 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but I'm back at it. I used Instagram to find out who's popping now and who might be popping. You can kind of tell if you start to look at how they're grooming these artists for success.
It's like picking stocks.
Start your own type beat algorithm for them now. Yeah. And then eventually it's an investment, because when they do pop off, when Chef G does pop off, everybody's gonna want to sound like Chef G, and you already ahead of the game on the algorithm. Yeah. So Ant really opened up my mind to something different.
Be ahead of the algorithm.
What's popping, my guy? How you doing?
I'm just chilling.
Much love. I'm out here in Pennsylvania, bro. I fuck with you and I fuck with your hustle, man. And I watched your interview a couple times, and I'm very, very happy for you, bro. For real.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I have some evasive questions. You know what I'm saying? I want to know some sauce secrets. So if you're using a plugin for guitar or flute, right? If you're using a plugin for guitar or flute, what kind of plugins do you normally go to? I know you kind of fucked me up when you said you don't fuck with Omnisphere no more. But I was thinking, if you don't fuck with Omnisphere, I was thinking, man, maybe he's fucking with like contact libraries. Because I know, me personally, I've been looking at a lot of those low-key contact libraries that are just specific to flute, that are just specific to like guitar, specific to brass. And then you have a lot of those elements in there. So do you look to contact libraries? I don't want to know your specific plugin because I feel like that's a little bit of a violation. But if you can point me in the right direction, because I like to have those organic,
Yeah. Back then, like I used like Contact before, and it was always Spitfire. And now I'm paying people to come to the studio and like record it.
Oh, like session players.
Yeah. Because with money came like new opportunities, to get it more unique, and fuck it, just pay people,
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I've been kind of leaning towards as well.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so hard to
Spitfire Audio.
Spitfire? They make dope libraries as well?
They make the labs, right?
Nah, fuck the labs. The real orchestra shit. So they make the highest quality contact libraries that are available ever. I don't even know that, I don't really think that there's gonna be one company that makes better contact libraries, to be honest, because they're the best. The quality is, bro, it's like on another level.
Let me ask you a question on the subject of quality. So you're talking about contact, do you fuck with East West, or is Spitfire compared to East West for CPU usage? Because I stayed away from East West because of the CPU usage.
Bro, East West is a joke compared to Spitfire.
I fucking love it. That's gangster, right?
You need to check. But those are super expensive, and and there
Yeah,
aren't
mad
on those
expensive.
sites to download it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I know, bro. That's why I stayed away from that shit because I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, I know about East West since 2007. Like, that was all the rage.
Yeah,
But
also, trust me, this is like, for me, it's like East West is like boom bap area, you know, era, and like
Yeah,
Spitfire
they've
is
been around for a minute.
2020. And I'm in contact with all those people from Spitfire, and like, bro, how they do the recordings, bro, how much they spend on one library, I don't even know. I think like on one library they spend like 100K.
Sheesh.
and it translates to the quality when you're actually using
The
it.
quality
Right?
is unbelievable.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Another plugin that I use, by the way, UHE Zebra. That shit is underrated. Like for a nice go-to for some different sounds, that's for the chat. That was just for the chat, just to share, just to boost.
So this is a gem for me. Let me write it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because I
UHE
need to
Zebra.
synthesize them. See, bro.
Yeah, because I fuck with Zebra, man.
All right, I got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yo, but Palace, bro, my man, I appreciate your time, bro. Seriously, man. Thank you so much, bro. And I'm very happy for you.
Man.
I'm looking
I
forward
appreciate
to
the
seeing.
Producergrind community, you know? You're
You
always
dig,
nice
you
to me, so I love to come back always, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And for all you guys out there, just find an artist, match your sound, and stay consistent, bro. It can happen, man.
My man Tone coming through
Dylan,
with the
you the
gem.
god, bro. My guy Dylan.
Alrighty, bro,
in.
man. Appreciate you, bro.
You already, bro.
Yes, sir. Palace, man, we appreciate your time this morning, bro. I know you got some things to get to, man, and I feel like that's enough gems for this little preview. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring you back for the full part 2 on the podcast, and by then I'm sure we'll be able to get some more gems. But appreciate you, bro.
All right, peace out, brothers. Peace out.
Sir.
Thanks, Producergrind.
You
Best
dig.
community ever. Always nice. Love you guys all.
You dig. Alrighty, bro.
Peace out.
What y'all think of this episode, man? Nice little surprise episode, man. And it was hold on, this was a record breaker, bro. We had like 760. How many people are in the chat right now, man? 760, man. Make sure before you guys head out, hit that like button on the way out, man. It's just a little thank you, man. I mean, to Palace for getting him on the show, man, last minute. Shout out to Palace for, being down to get on the show, man. But like I said, record breaker. Also, man, make sure before you guys go ahead and grab that free Utopia sample pack. It's on the site now, 100% free, 25 crazy ass loops in it. We going up, man. So we will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday on the morning show. You did. Shout out to the gang, man. I know I wasn't really active in the chat today. We had a lot going on, but I'll be back tomorrow morning, man. We'll talk some shit. We'll get some more of you guys in. What y'all think of the chat? What y'all think of this episode, though, man? Yes, sir.